Hi, today we have come up with another part of analytical school. Okay, uh, in the previous video we have covered the part one of the analytical school, and now today we'll be doing the part two of the analytical school that's covering the John Austin part. Okay, and before going into the John Austin part, we want to just to make sure that one mistake that has been done in the previous video that's written that the Jeremy Bentham is the founder of analytical school. Okay, that's not correct. John Austin is the founder of analytical school. Jeremy Bentham, he fathered the analytical school. You can say it, okay, because he created the base, and after that, John Austin developed the structure. Okay, so um, Jeremy Bentham was not the founder of analytical school. Okay, he was the first to herald the idea of analytical positivism. Okay, but he was not the founder of analytical school. So that I have told you already. Now we are going into the next part of the analytical school, that is the John Austin part. We have covered the Jeremy Bentham. Now we are covering the John Austin. So what are the basic concepts or basic things that we need to know about John Austin? Uh, is that as I have already told you, he's the founder of analytical school. Okay, and he's also called the father of English jurisprudence. He has also authored an book. That book is called A Plea for the Constitution. Okay. Uh, that book is basically a reply to Dr. Gray's book. Okay, and his six lectures are combined in a composition. That composition is called The Province of the Jurisprudence Determined. So these are the basic things as a CLAT LLM students that you need to know uh, about the John Austin. Okay. Now we are going into the concept or theoretical part of the John Austin. Okay. Uh, Now we are taking a look of John Austin's theory. Okay, and we are taking a quick overview of that. That what are the things that he has said it. Okay. Regarding analytical positivism and his concept of law. He distinguishes the law as law properly so called and law improperly so called. Okay, and also he said the very known line of law students, that is law is the command of sovereign. Okay, and how he was criticized by different jurists. Okay, um, that is also will be discussed in the next slides. So now we will be discussing with the first, analytical positivism, what he has told regarding analytical positivism. As Bentham believed in analytical positivism, Austin believed that too. Okay, he said the law is an aggregate of individual laws. Okay, and law is a directive, and directive is also command. Okay, that command may be particular, may be general. Particular in the sense that command um, that command is prevailing over particular subjects. Okay, or that command can be generalized. Okay, so and this command or directive or law that are to regulate the behavior of human individuals. Okay. That is the basic definition that is given by the Austin. Okay, Austin after that distinguished the law. Okay, under two heads. That is laws properly so called and laws improperly so called. Okay. Uh, Laws properly so called actually are the commands. Okay, and laws improperly so called are not called as commands. That will be discussing in next slides. But before going into next slides, one more important thing that we need to say, that is the why there is a difference, why Austin made the difference between laws properly so called and laws improperly so called. The difference is made uh, for that one reason, that is called obligation. Okay, Austin says as laws properly so called are the command, okay, that has the integral part of obligation. Okay, the party who is subdued, uh, that has to have some duty to follow. Okay, that if they don't follow the duty, they don't do the duty, they has to face the sanction of the law. Okay, and that's the obligation the party subdued or party inferior has to follow. And due to this obligation, he made the difference between law properly so called and law improperly so called. Now we'll be going into the definitions of laws properly so called and laws improperly so called. Laws properly so called, as I have told you, that they are the commands. Okay, they are the command of the sovereign. And Austin also defined law um, as a thing that is mm, thing or rule laid down for the guidance of an intelligent being by an intelligent being having power over him. Okay, uh, law as a tool that an intelligent being is uses to power over another intelligent being. That's how Austin defines the law. Okay, and he divided the law into two parts: law set by God for men and human laws, but law made by men for men. Those are the things. So um, human laws are further classified into two parts. Okay, so this part, one part is called positive laws. Okay, another part is other laws. The positive laws are called those laws which are set by the political superior, like sovereign, like state. Okay, they make the law. And other laws, laws that are not set by the political superiors, in which we can say that the laws which are set by the men for men. Okay, like inferior men for less inferior men. Okay, kind of uh, if a master hires a contractor, okay, that master provides some guidelines, rules for that contractor. Okay, so that contractor, I mean that set of rules formulated by the master, that comes under the other laws. Okay, that doesn't come under the positive laws. So these two are the difference: positive laws and other laws. Now we are going into the laws improperly so called. Okay, what are the improperly so called laws? That are improperly so called are divided into two parts. Okay, laws by analogy, laws by metaphor. Okay, laws of analogy is covered on the expression of laws of fashion. International also comes under laws of analogy. Okay, laws of honor also comes under laws of analogy, and laws of metaphor can be covered under the expression of laws of gravity. Okay, the uniformities of nature, that comes under the laws of metaphor. As I have told you, laws improperly so called are not the commands. Okay, they don't have that power to regulate the human behavior. That's why they haven't got so much attention of the Austin. Now we are going to the next slide. How he said the law is the command. Okay, he said positive law is the subject matter of jurisprudence. So jurisprudence only consists of positive law. Without positive law, there is no existence of jurisprudence. And in that sense, the matter of jurisprudence is positive law. Law, simply and strictly so called, okay, that law said by the political superiors to political inferiors. And not only that, the jurisprudence is the general science of positive law that is told by the Austin. Okay, and uh, when it comes to the command of the sovereign, command implies the duty and the sanction. Okay, as I've told you, when Austin made the distinction between law properly so called and improperly so called, there is an obligation between them. Okay, and that obligation comes from the duty and the sanction. Okay, the political inferior must have a duty to follow, must have a duty to act upon, and if they don't act upon, they don't follow the duty, and they have to face the sanction of the laws properly so called of the command. That is the uh, thing that is said by the Austin. Okay. And also, however, there are three kinds of laws which, though not command, may be included within the purview of jurisprudence. Okay, declaratory laws and laws of repeal and laws of imperfect legislation. So that you can that you as a student can go through it. Okay, it doesn't have that kind of importance. Okay. Now we are going into the criticism of the Austin's theory. So what are the criticism that the other jurists uh, made on Austin's theory? The first and foremost thing they say that the very vital part of source of law, that is custom is totally ignored by the Austin. They Austin taken for granted one thing, that there is state and state is making the law, but custom is one of the important primary source of law, and that is totally ignored by the Austin. So jurist has totally uh, said that this theory is totally flawed. Okay, and then the next thing, this it is found out that there is no place for judgment laws in Austin's theory. Okay, there is only legislation that is made by the state, the sovereign. Okay, there is no ground for judgment laws in Austin's theory. Another part that was quite interesting is that uh, as Austin says, there is a sanction in every law. Okay, so law conferring privileges like Wills Act. Okay, describing the procedure of wills. Okay, like drawing testamentary document, how it is to be done. So all those things that these laws, they don't have the sanction in its part. Okay, so these laws are totally avoided under the Austin's theory. Now coming to the conventions, uh, the conventions conventions are totally avoided by the Austin's theory. Okay, they are not law, they are not a command. Okay, because um, they shall not be called law. Okay, because though they are the subject matter of study of jurisprudence, but they cannot be called law, as because they are laws of analogy, laws of improperly so called. Okay, and international law is also is not counted by Austin. Okay, because that international law is also comes under the law improperly so called, like laws of honor, laws of fashion. Okay. Another criticism that is made against the Austin's theory, that is the rules set by the private person. Um, Rules set by the private persons, like the political inferior men making rules for another political inferior man, that I have told you regarding a master is making some set of principle for his servant or for his contractor. That set of rules or regulation cannot come under the Austin's theory or Austin's law properly so called. Okay. Uh, And also the command theory is totally untenable according to the Professor Oliver Crona. Oliver Crona said that total um, command theory is untenable for the reason that our modern mechanism is changing every day. Uh, so as a result, so the idea of command of law in present system is completely flawed. Okay. And another part, okay, in addition to that, this system is not artificial. Okay, as Austin says, it's artificial because there is an sovereign body. They are making the law that law is stagnant, that cannot be changed. But it's going every day. The society is changing. The law is changing according to the needs of the individual. So it's not artificial. Okay, it has the character of spontaneous growth. And and another important thing that Austin has totally overlooked, that is the morality and the law, the relationship between law and morality. Okay, he said law is totally devoid of morality. And uh, in a way it can be said the Austin kind of just totally not only overlooked the idea but also supported the idea that the arbitrary command can be the law of the sovereign. The law can be arbitrary in nature. Okay, law with devoid of morality is arbitrary, and arbitrary laws can be the part of the sovereign's authority. So this kind of law is totally flawed. Those are the things and those are the criticisms have been made by the different jurists. But nonetheless, the Austin's contribution to the political uh, analytical positivism and in the part of jurisprudence cannot be ignored for the simple reason, though there are a lot of flaws in his theory, but that flaws make the uh, open the door for other jurists to just experiment on those things and make it correct and make it a better version of theory. Okay, without the Austin's theory it is not possible for other jurists to give the better version of theory. So it's really important in jurisprudential aspect. So now we are done with jurisprudence, this part, that is the analytical school part. Okay, uh, and in the next we'll be covering with another school. Okay, and before going into before ending this video, I have to say that Jurisedge Academy is providing the GLAD LLM coaching for all the subjects, okay, jurisprudence, constitution, all the subjects. So kindly enroll for those courses. It will be really helpful for the students, and also the students who have enrolled for it. Okay, they have said that this course are totally made for the GLAD LLM exam. So go and enroll for it. And also there is an Facebook group, that is Jurisedge Academy, okay, that we are um, running nowadays for active discussion between the CLAT LLM students. So go and join that Jurisedge Academy Facebook group, okay, to have an active discussion every day. And also one thing, that is, please do subscribe our channel, okay, because subscribing our channel to stay updated on CLAT and LLM judiciary, all those exam news, and all the part of the jurisprudence and the constitution will be coming up. So do please subscribe our channel. Thank you.